Good afternoon, YouTubers. My name is Stephanie. As you all know, I always say that before all of my videos. I'm not really having too great of a day today. You know, we having some bad thunderstorms the past almost week here, and it seems to aggravate my fibromyalgia more. So, but I was just going to do some rambling on here. So if you wish not to hear rambles, I would ask you, please go to a different video, so you don't have to leave a comment saying, oh, I just wasted however many minutes this video is, wasted your life or whatever. So, anyways, I just wanted to tell you all a little about me. I have 3 subscribers right now, and I thank you guys. It's just really difficult to have subscribers, because I know a lot of people like to subscribe, if you have, like, sexual content and all that garbage on your videos. And I'm going to do my best to keep my videos clean, so if that's a problem, then you better find a different video. Because also, too, I've been on YouTube longer than it says I had to redo my account because it got messed up or whatever. So, well, a little bit about me. My name is Stephanie. I was adopted when I was maybe about 1 or 2 years old with my half-sister. I can't remember the age I was. Of course, I was little. And so we got adopted, and then they adopted my little brother when he was about 3 months old. I'm 2 years and 20 days older than my brother. And we were the last 2 kids out of my birth family. My birth mother had 8 of us, but a lot of us got taken away due to not being taken care for in the right way and all this and that, and then we got adopted and whatnot. But I'm not going to go into the adoption home process stuff right now. I'm not going to make a video on that subject right now, because it's kind of touchy. And my adoptive parents have, different views on, like, how they raised me and stuff, and they like to deny a lot of stuff. So I'm being brave to make this video, and I'm probably just going to leave it on YouTube, because otherwise, people are, like, really close to my adoptive mom and stuff. They'll be like, oh, she made a video and is complaining, da-da-da. Well, you shouldn't do stuff if you don't want your kids, when they're grown up, to complain about how it truly was, That's how it is. But anyways, I'm rambling, like I said, and I am originally from Vermont. I was born there, and with my adoptive parents, we would move back and forth from Vermont to Tennessee. Tennessee is where I live now. I've been here for about 3.5 years, and don't particularly care for it. I never really did. And my husband knows that I didn't really like it here, but we still moved here anyways about 3.5 years ago. So basically, we're here. We are renting a old double wide off of my adopted parents, because we were living in apartments, but there was always a bunch of drugs over there, and constant fights, cops always there, It wasn't a very good situation. And we were there for about two years. So my adoptive father, said, well, you guys can rent the old double wide off of us, to get you away from these druggies and whatnot, because I have a son. His name is Isaac. He is 4.5. Hard to believe he's 4.5 already, because I still look like I just barely had him, I still have people come up to me in the stores, and be like, oh, when do you do? And it's like, I'm not due, I'm just fat. Because my body, my belly, kept the roundish shape, and it doesn't want to leave me, and I don't know why. It just doesn't want to go anywhere. So yeah, I feel like slapping people when they say, when you do, when I've been working my butt off at home trying to lose the weight. I have gone, my highest weight was when after I had my son. I was about 172 pounds the day I delivered him. He was born January 3rd, 2008. He was 9.5 pounds, 21.25 inches long, and I had about 6.5, 7 hours of labor with him. My first child, I've had 2 early miscarriages. One was back January 24th of 07, just before I was married. I know, shame on me, I wasn't married, I say that because I'm a born-again Christian, and I've done stuff that I'm not proud of in my life, but it's made me who I am today. I know this is kind of rambling here, but I just want my viewers and my future subscribers to know about me and to where I'm coming from. I'm a very open and honest person. I say it as it is now. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to say it as it was because I'd get in trouble for it. So now that I'm, my own boss in a way, I say it as it is. I don't sugarcoat stuff, And I mean, it's ridiculous, but like I said, I'm just going to be rambling. And I also, found out that June of last month, my new doctor, I had a bunch of tests done. I had MRIs done, neck MRIs, head MRIs, x-rays, whatnot, Lyme's disease test, and every single thing came back totally normal. So, therefore, my new doctor believes I have fibromyalgia. So, I'm going to go see a fibro doctor on the 15th and talk to him about it and see what he says and all this and that, because I'm in a lot of pain all the time. I know I look peachy and fine and happy, but inside I'm like dying. I feel like I'm dying. But in thunderstorms, I don't know why, but they make it worse. And we've had thunderstorms, like I said, for about almost a week now. And so, I know I'm just doing rambles here, and please forgive me. Like I said, I just want you all to know where I'm coming from. I am 26 years old, and I'm about 5'2", 5'3"-ish, and I've lost, about 11 pounds because I keep fluctuating in weight. Because when I started trying to lose weight and everything again for the 4th year in a row, I got up to 176 pounds. And that's pretty good overweight for being only 5'2", 5'3". And people look at me when I was 176 pounds and say, "Oh, you're not fat, da-da-da." And I'm like, I'm fat. That's how much I don't sugarcoat it. I know I'm fat. So that's just how it is. And so, basically with that, I've lost about roughly 11 pounds. I'm now down to 167, which I've gone up a couple of pounds, so therefore I've lost like 10 pounds. But to me, 10-pound loss is better than nothing. I don't know how long YouTube videos are allowed to run on here, and I'm already at 7 minutes, and I am terribly sorry for the ramblings. But also, too, I was trying to figure out what to do with my YouTube channel, because a lot of people have what they like to blog about and all this and that. Well, I'm guessing what my channel for right now is going to be about is singing videos when I feel up to it and when I feel like it. About my fibromyalgia, and then about weight loss, how that's going to go and progress, whatever. And then also, too, the last topic is trying to conceive. Yes, me and my husband are trying to conceive another child. Like I was saying, I had 2 miscarriages, and they were early miscarriages. One back in 2007, January 24th, like I said, and then got pregnant with my son, had him January 3rd, 2008. He was born the day before my birthday, which is kind of odd because it wasn't even planned like that. He wasn't even planned, but I was married, so I didn't care. And then I had another miscarriage the end of March of 2009. So, basically, I haven't been pregnant that I know of since the end of March of 2009. And I've also had, back in 2010, I had gallbladder removal surgery, and I had gotten down to 155 pounds, but then in the last 2 years, I've gone up like 20-something pounds, which is horrible. But anyways, I'm working on that, and I am hoping that I get more subscribers and stuff. And I have just a quick question for, oh yeah, my fibro frogs don't make me forget here. Basically, also too, I've been on and off birth control since age 10 because of having horrible AFs, which and how that is determined with AF stands for Aunt Flo. For those of you who don't know what AF is, because I have a lot of people who are like, what does AF stand for? AF stands for Aunt Flo, aka your period. I just don't like saying periods, so therefore I say AF. So basically, I've had my AFs ever since I was 10 years old. I've been on and off birth control since then. So, I mean, I was on it for like 6 months not too long ago, and then 2 months, and then just totally stopped it on June 19th, and that was the first day of my last AF, was June 19th through the 23rd. And then I don't know if it was breakthrough spotting or what from AF, on July 19th through the 23rd, wasn't much at all, didn't even need a pad or anything, So I was like, okay, this is, odd, because I never usually start on time when I'm supposed to. I don't know. Whenever I come off the birth control pills, my body goes nuts. I mean, I go months with nothing and then months with straight horrible. So, anyways, enough of rambling about that. I have a question for you ladies that have been taking ovulation tests. I have ovulation tests that I got at the dollar store because, we're not rich. So I just went with these. And basically I started testing on the 7th because I have PCOS. And I do not have a normal AF, and I never know when I'm going to have one, when I'm off the pills, so that's how, with that possible breakthrough spotting or whatever back on July 19th through the 23rd, it was the same time frame as the month before, so that kind of threw me off a little bit. But basically I'm going to quickly show you the ovulation tests I've been taking and get your take on them. I know they're probably negatives and whatnot, but I want other women's opinions on these. Some of them are a little hard to tell, but, well, I'm just going to quickly show them to you. I know I'm babbling, and I am terribly sorry. It's the fibromyalgia. It can cause brain fog and can cause you to take longer to say what you want to say and focus and stuff, and I sincerely apologize to you all for that, as it's been an 11-minute video, so I'm just going to quickly do this. And this was my first ovulation test. I'm new to ovulation tests, and I figured, hey, I'm going to start trying the ovulation test because I don't have a normal AF like a lot of women. So, basically, this is the first test right here, and it's an ovulation test, not a pregnancy test. If it was a pregnancy test, I'd be extremely happy, but it's just an ovulation test. So, this one I took on August 7th at 12 in the afternoon. Maybe put it the right way. Sorry about that here. See, August 7th, 12 p.m. And there's really not much of a line there, as you can see. Ovulation test. And then I had a friend tell me that you're supposed to do ovulation tests, like 2 times a day. Once in the afternoon and then one in the evening. And then I took this one at 9 p.m. and can barely see a line for ovulation. And then yesterday morning I took another one at 9 a.m. and you can kind of see a line, kind of. And then I took one last night at 8:30 p.m. and the line was a lot darker compared to the line from the other day, ovulation test. And then I took an ovulation test this afternoon, and I got this. There is hardly a second line there at all. It's there, but it's very, very faint. And I took this this afternoon. So I'm probably going to take another one tonight to see what I get. And I was just wondering, with all you ladies that have taken ovulation tests before, I know the line's supposed to get darker when you have your surge and when you're supposed to ovulate 12 to, I think, 36 hours or something after the line gets darker. Well, that line was darker. Last night's line was darker than all the other lines that I've had, and I took it at 8:30 in the evening. And then this afternoon I took one, and there's like I showed you, there's hardly any line there at all. So does that mean I had my surge that I surged last night and might have missed my window, or or my chance, So of course we did. After I got the non-showing line here, we did the hokey pokey. That's what we call it. It's lame. We call it the hokey pokey. A lot of people call it baby dancing, So, but basically, that's what one of my questions is for all you ladies that are trying to conceive. Have you had ovulation tests show no, barely a line, and then later the next day or evening, have it be a really dark line. Because like I said, I don't have normal AFs, so it's confusing and frustrating for me, because I really do want another child. My son is 4.5 years old, and I'm not getting any younger, so, and with PCOS, it's kind of hard to detect. All my other pregnancies that I've had, the first one ended in miscarriage. Like I said, I thought I might have been pregnant, but I wasn't sure. We went and got a blood test done, and they said that I was miscarrying because I was bleeding so bad. And so basically that's how that went. And then, like I said, conceived my son, and then had him. He was a pretty good baby, I nursed him for about 7.5 months, and he got teeth and decided he'd rather bite mommy than eat. So he went to the bottle. I substituted, I pumped for a while, and then I just didn't bother anymore and just put him on formula, which I didn't want to do. I know this video is really long, and I'm sorry, but I just want my viewers to know about me, where I come from, what I'm about, a couple other quick rambles, let's see. Well, I've been married for 5 years. I did not have a real wedding. I got married by justice of the peace, or a peace, however you say it. I got married by one of them to my husband on February 14th of 2007. We hadn't been together very long. We met in October of 2006 at the workplace when I started working where he worked. And then, November 1st, we started dating. And then on the 12th of November, I led him to the Lord. I'm a born-again Christian, which I've been saved since I was 13. And I led him to the Lord, because he was bad into drink and drugs and all that crap that I think is a waste of life. And it's not because I'm a Christian either, guys. Don't take that as, oh, she's saying that because she's Christian. No, I thought all this stuff was crap before I got saved. So I just want to put this out there. Not all Christians are stereotype and are going to judge you for every little thing you do wrong, because I'm not that type of Christian, because I know you judging somebody can make them go not to want to, go to church or any of that. So I don't push my faith on anybody. So yeah, and then, he moved in, and stuff like that. So we've been together ever since then, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It has been a rough 4.5 years out of 5 marriage. I'm not even going to go into, details on stuff, because it's just that kind of relationship. A lot of you are going to be like, well, if it's bad and he treats you like crap and da-da-da, leave. Well, I hate to tell you, everybody, I can't just leave, because my family won't help me with leaving, first off. Second of all, I have fibromyalgia now, which I'm pretty sure I've had it most of my life, but it's flared up since May, gotten worse. And I can't tell from day to day what my pain tolerance is going to be. I don't have a clue. So therefore, with me not knowing my pain tolerance, I want to be able to probably hold a real job. I know that sounds stupid to a lot of you, but if you have fibromyalgia, you'll understand what I'm saying. You'll have different pain tolerances day to day. Like with thunderstorms, it makes my fibro a lot worse. And I'm sick of it. I feel like I don't have much of a life. I'm a stay-at-home mom, with my son and the cat, But other than that, he's gone to work, and I'm home. But anyways, I know this video is long, and I don't know how long YouTube allows videos to be. This is almost 20 minutes long, but this video is just talking about me and about who I am, and I just am sorry if you've wasted 18 minutes of your life. But if you're a woman that has PCOS, trying to conceive, you're trying to lose weight, your husband's a jerk, feel free to comment me down below, or, send a video feedback, whichever, I'm a very open and honest person, I don't drink. I had a few mixed drinks like maybe 3.5, 4 years ago, and I haven't touched it since, and I don't plan to touch it again. And I've never smoked regular cigarettes in my life. I've never smoked weed, and I've never done any drugs of any kind other than what the doctor gives you for, like, say, bronchitis or something. The natural medicines that you need to take to feel better. I don't do any of that crap. I've never partied. I don't plan to party. I'm just a very laid-back person. And that's just who I am. and I just want to thank you all for watching this video. I'm sorry it was so long, but again, ladies, if you've taken these ovulation tests, they're from the dollar store because I can't afford the other test, you know. Have you ever had like a darker line and then the next, you know, afternoon have like hardly any line at all? And if so, what does that mean? You know, like I said, this is my very first time using ovulation test, so I'm kind of confused, you know, with it all. But also too, you know, if you have any questions or anything you want me to make a video on, you know, just let me know and I'll do my best to make a video. And I'm sorry this one is so long, but I just wanted to let you know about me, where I'm coming from. And I tend to repeat myself quite a bit, but it's because of the fibro, so I sincerely apologize, ladies and gentlemen, or to whoever felt like watching my video. And so, basically, I guess I'll end it now and watch it and see how lame I was and be like, oh yeah, I did waste like 20 minutes of their life. But I mean, it was 20 minutes of my life making a video to tell about myself, and so you know who I am and what I stand for. And oh yeah, I very much am against abortions. Don't care for them. The only way I would consider an abortion is if, per se, I had a tubal pregnancy. That would be the only time I would consider ending a baby's life. And even then, I don't think I could live with myself knowing that I killed one of my children, you know? But Lord willing, I will never experience a tubal pregnancy. So therefore, that would be the only way I would, you know, abort my child, is if it was in the tubes where it wasn't supposed to be. And no, it would kill me. So basically, yeah, that's the only time I would ever consider that. You know, and I know there's a lot of people out there that say, you know, oh, what if you were raped and this and that. You might have been raped, but the Lord has a reason why He had that baby start to grow in you. There's a reason. God has a purpose for that baby. And a lot of you girls think, oh, you know, if I have a baby, guys aren't going to like me. I'm not going to be able to find a boyfriend because I have a child, or I'm covered in stretch marks and I've gained weight and gotten fat, you know. Put that to the back. Put that in the back burner, girls and ladies, you know. You know, don't, I know with rape, you know, I've been raped myself by my ex-fiance when I was dating him. People would be like, well, if you're dating him, you know, and gonna marry him, it's not rape. It is rape when you tell them, no, stop, leave you alone, and they just keep pressing themselves on you, and they do their thing, and then they leave. And at that time, I was only 115 pounds, a size 5, and my fiance at the time was like 6'4", 6'5", and like 200 and something pounds. So, don't tell me I don't know what it feels like, because I know what it feels like. I even, supposedly, my older sister told me when I was like a little baby or whatever, supposedly I had gotten raped or something too by the people's home that we were staying in foster care, not the adoptive family's home, but a different home. She said a lot of horrible things happened to her, and she got raped, and they were doing stuff to me too as a young child that they shouldn't have been doing, that I, thank God, don't have any memory of it. So yeah, I've been through the ringer, you know. But yet, I still try to be happy, I still try to smile, and I still like to make friends. I put others' needs in front of my own, you know. That's just the type of girl I am, you know. But like I said, girls, don't just think because you're going to gain weight, and you're going to get covered in stretch marks, you know, you're not going to get a guy that's not going to love you. There are guys out there that would think stretch marks are beautiful because they're showing that you went through so much to give life to that little child. So I'm hoping any woman out there that's watching this that may be pregnant considering abortion, please don't. Please don't end that little baby's life if you were raped or if you are married and unsure of having a child, you know. God will intervene. God will make it possible for you to be able to do whatever it is you need to do. Like if you feel, oh, you're unfinancially stable or stuff like that. You know, we live paycheck to paycheck, you know, and like I said, I've been through the ringer the past 4.5 years with my husband with a lot of stuff that's gone on that he's put me through. And so, I mean, God will always make a way. You just have to trust Him, you know. Me, as being a Christian, I'll admit I have a hard time trusting my Savior. But yet then again, we have to trust Him, you know, because He's the one that's creator of all things. And He will help you. You know, He will lead the right guy to you, and or girl, you know, if you're bi or lesbian, you know. God will lead you, God will lead that person to you. You know, it may not be in your timing, but in God's timing, and God's timing is always perfect, you know, just like how I'm trying to conceive another child with my husband, even though he's a jerk. I'm married, you know, I'm not going to cheat on my husband, and I can't have a baby with anybody else because I'm not married to anybody else. So I'm a pretty dang faithful wife, you know, if you would know a lot of the crap that's gone on in this marriage. And I hate how people say, oh, just leave. Well, I can't just leave when you have no bank account, no car, you know, no money to your name unless he gives it to me, type of deal, you know. And my family wouldn't help me at all with this, so yeah, I stay. I know a lot of you think that's stupid, but I'm not gonna ruin the other good things that I have with staying with him, even though he's an ass. You know, I mean, I have a roof over my head, which I'm thankful for. I have food, which I'm thankful for. And I have my cat that I took in as a stray that I'm thankful for. She's 13 months old now, and I took her in at 6 weeks as a stray, and she's a very loving cat. Her name is Angel. And I have my 4.5-year-old son, Isaac. You know, I have those good qualities, even though my husband treats me like crap and doesn't deserve me as a wife. You know, that's how I've been starting to think, you know, he doesn't deserve me as a wife, but I don't believe in divorce, you know, because God's against it. So I'm doing the best that I can. And living day to day the best I can. You know, and that's all you can do in some circumstances, you know. But when God finds the right time for me to either still stay and he straightens out my husband, or two, he tells me it's time to go, you know, then that's that. But until then, this is how it is. So I will end my ramblings now because this video is like 26 minutes long. But it felt good to talk about a lot of this stuff and get a lot of it off my chest, you know. And I hope you all have a wonderful day today. And remember, ladies, don't abort your baby just because you got raped or incest or whatever. The Lord has a plan for that child growing within you. I'm trying so desperately hard to try to have another baby, and if you were lucky enough to be blessed with a pregnancy test that says positive, take that and cherish that. Because a lot of us other women out here, you know, we try to conceive, and a lot of us can't. You know, I was thankful that I got pregnant 3 times, even though I've lost 2. But those were from miscarriages. You know, those are devastating. So please, ladies, please listen to a mother that's already had one if you've never had a child. It'll be the best choice, one of the best choices other than getting saved that you could ever make is not ending your baby's life. That baby didn't ask to be put in your womb. There's a reason God put them in your womb, whether you got raped or incest or whichever. Just please do not take that little baby's life. You know, what did they do? You've had the chance to, you know, thrive and live and be a doctor or a veterinarian or go to college, you know, be in a band, whichever it is, you know. You know, let that baby be able to at least experience that, if not with you, with a foster family or a woman that can't have a baby. You know, you desperately, that woman would be so happy if you kept that baby no matter what the circumstance have happened. You know, that woman that's at that adoptions agency wanting to adopt a newborn baby, she could be adopting your baby, you know, and still make it so you could visit the baby and stuff, you know. Just think about it and pray about it, and don't just end the baby's life just because you're afraid of getting fat or getting stretch marks and whatnot. Yeah, the world says, oh, if you get stretch marks, you're ugly. Oh, if you're fat, you're ugly. You know, oh, if you don't look a certain way, guys won't want to tap that, or guys aren't going to want you. You know what? Who cares what guys want? A lot of guys are sick pigs nowadays, you know. All they want to do is get in your pants, you know. Don't live to please guys. Live to please yourself. That's what I'm starting to learn myself after I'm 26 years old now. And just everything's been like horrible, you know. But, you know, I'm trying my best, everyone. I am. And I'm sincerely sorry this video was so long. But I'm just pouring my heart out, you know. 1, don't end your baby's life. 2, don't do drugs. You know, it's not worth it. You know, a lot of people think I'm younger than 26. But that's probably because, 1, I never done drugs in there or anything like that. And drugs ruin your bodily figure, you know. And I'm not saying I have a perfect figure, don't get me wrong. I don't conceive myself as pretty, sexy, hot, you know, as all people use those words nowadays. I don't consider myself any of those, okay? I know this video is a half hour, and I'm sorry. But this was just stuff I just all of a sudden just felt the need to talk about. So this video maybe could save a person's life. That maybe some woman's thinking of aborting their baby, and maybe they see this video and they think, hey, if she's gone through all this, and she's got stretch marks, she's gained weight, she still has a husband, it is possible. I promise, it is possible. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I pray that this video was a blessing to you, even though it was a bunch of rambles. But I thank you for watching, and I'll probably make another video maybe later tonight with my other ovulation test and see what results I get. Sorry this was so long, but I am so thankful and grateful that I was able to get this off my chest. And just thank you so much for my subscribers that I have. I'm sorry if I wasted half an hour of your life, but this video could have been a half an hour of my life to, like I said, save an unborn baby's life, or change somebody's, views on God, or drugs and stuff, All that stuff isn't worth anything unless it's your child or Jesus, Those are the two main points and two blessings out of the factor is, having a baby and not aborting it and stuff. So, yeah, God bless you all, and like I said, I'll try to maybe make another video tonight, because my fibro is really hurting right now bad, and I'm trying to smile and be cheerful. But you all have a wonderful day today, and thank you again for watching, and I hope I get some more subscribers, and if I don't, then that's cool, but I know a lot of people make a lot of stupid videos on here, and they get tons of views. Even if this only gets a few views, but if it blesses somebody, or it can get out to somebody that can help me with the first time ovulation test and stuff, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and God bless you.